Hi, third grade. Today we are going to go over the correct answers of week 19, Wednesday, in your green grammar book. Number 1, circle the correct adjective. Identify if the adjective is comparative or superlative. The roses are more open than the lilies, or the roses are most open than the lilies. Well, hopefully you realize that this sentence is comparing two things, the roses compared to the lilies. So when we're comparing two things, we use the comparative and say more open. The roses are more open than the lilies. And since it's comparative, please mark the C. Number 2, place commas and or quotation marks in the correct places. It won't be too much longer before we take off, announced the pilot. So, someone is speaking here. Therefore, we do need quotation marks and a comma to separate the dialogue from the speech tag. What words are coming out of the pilot's mouth? Right. The pilot is saying, it won't be too much longer before we take off. So we need quotation marks to begin the dialogue. And before the speech tag, which is announce the pilot, we need a comma to separate the dialogue from the speech tag. And we also, after the comma, need to close the quotation marks to note that he's done speaking. Number 3, use a coordinating conjunction to combine the two sentences. You can buy the movie. You can rent the movie. These sound like two choices that you can make in order to see the movie. So which coordinating conjunction there should you use in the middle to combine those two sentences? For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. What do you think? You can buy the movie, or you can rent the movie. Hopefully that's what you were thinking. And when you go to combine the sentences, please don't forget the comma before the conjunction or. So it should look like this. You can buy the movie, comma, or you can rent the movie, period. Number 4, rewrite the title with correct capitalization. A Wrinkle in Time. This just recently became a movie as well, I know, so maybe some of you have heard of it. I can tell you there is only one word in this title that does not need to start with a capital letter. You should know by now that the first and last word, no matter what, need to start with a capital letter. So now we know a should be capitalized and time should start with a capital T. Which word in the middle there do we think we could leave alone? Wrinkle or in? Definitely in can be left alone. So your correct title should look like this, A Wrinkle in Time. Number 5, rewrite the phrase using the possessive form. This is something we're going to go into more depth with later this week. The whiskers of the kittens. The whiskers belong to the kittens, so we need an apostrophe to show the possessive form. We are saying the kitten's whiskers. Now, since there's more than one kitten, we need to make sure that we put the apostrophe after the S. The kitten's whiskers. If you put the apostrophe before the S, that would just be one kitten that you were talking about. But in the example above there, they're talking about the whiskers of all the kittens. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you back tomorrow to go over the Thursday section.